We're diving into a piece of pop culture news today and just trying to figure out, how these personal beliefs might impact a huge Disney film. I mean, we're talking,
It's so fascinating to see how quickly, seemingly separate worlds collide, right?
Yeah.
You have this classic fairy tale that's being reimagined, and suddenly it's entangled in a very, current, very complex global conflict.
And, the source, it just drops us right into the drama, like, immediately. And it's interesting because it takes place in Spain, right? In this castle. Gorgeous castle. Snow White's there. Rachel Zegler, our Snow White. And she even sings for the crowd, which I think is really cool. But Gal Gadot, who, plays the evil queen, is nowhere to be seen.
Right. And, on the surface, a star skipping a promotional event might not seem like a huge deal.
Right.
But when you consider the context, we have Gadot's very outspoken support for Israel, especially after the Hamas attacks, back in late 2023.
Right.
And then you have Zegler with her vocal pro-Palestine stance.
Yeah, it's like a stark difference. All the tension that you expect in the movie is like spilling out into real life. And our source even mentions like awkward on-set vibes. And then there's Disney trying to walk this, tightrope. The source mentions that they're dialing back the hype, like they're keeping things really low-key.
Right.
Is that the best approach here?
It's, it's a classic damage control strategy.
Right.
So by minimizing their own publicity efforts, Disney might be hoping to let this controversy just die down organically. They're probably trying to avoid fanning the flames while still trying to, get the film out there.
Right. But I mean, wouldn't staying silent risk alienating, fans on both sides? Those who support Gadot's views and those who, agree with Zegler.
You're absolutely right. It's a very delicate balancing act, and there's really no guarantee that this cautious approach is going to work. Disney is definitely trying to control the narrative, but whether or not they succeed is another story.
It really makes me wonder, have we seen this kind of situation before where a film's success is, potentially jeopardized by the star's personal views?
Oh, absolutely. Think back to Mel Gibson in The Passion of the Christ.
Oh, yeah?
So, this film sparked so much controversy, because of its depiction of the crucifixion and Gibson's, personal views. And it really ignited this huge debate about, anti-Semitism and the role of religion in film. And despite all of that controversy, the film was a box office success. Yeah. So it's a really complex issue. And, the controversy continues to escalate. It could overshadow the entire film. People might boycott it, or the negative press could just dampen, the audience interest.
Yeah. I mean, it is wild to think that a fairy tale film could get caught in the crossfire of, global politics.
Right.
It's just crazy.
And it really makes you think, right?
Yeah.
As an audience, how much do an artist's personal views really influence how much we enjoy their work?
Yeah.
Do we separate the art from the artist? It's a complex question with no easy answers, and it's definitely one that, we all have to grapple with.
One thing's for sure, this fairy tale is far from over.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in to another deep dive. We'll see you next time.